Jeep recently launched the updated Compass and we have been driving it now for some time. And now, while it might not look like a new vehicle on the outside, there are a lot of changes that have been made, especially inside the cabin, and it also comes with an updated design. So what are these changes and what kind of a difference do they make to the overall Compass experience? Let's find out. As far as the design goes, well, the changes on the updated Compass aren't extensive, but they are definitely effective. The grille has been updated along with the color of the logo, and you can see, well, thankfully, it is not chrome. I mean, that's a personal opinion. I prefer it in the color that it now comes with, and this gives the Compass a bit more sharper image. The headlamps too now are sleeker and the air dam is larger, and owing to all these changes, the Compass now looks slightly more dynamic and a bit more impressive than the earlier version. Once you move on to the side, you also have these very impressive new alloy wheels that fill up the square wheel arches very well, and of course the tail lamps too have been updated slightly. So yes, not a big change in terms of design, but all the changes that have been done, the new Compass now looks a bit fresher and a lot more dynamic than earlier. Step inside the cabin of the updated Compass and you realize that, well, this is where all the action is, because this feels like an all-new vehicle. Now leave the seats aside, and beyond that, pretty much everything inside the cabin is new. The dashboard is new. Well, it's got good material quality, looks good, looks premium. You've got this very smart looking floating 10.1-inch new touchscreen infotainment system. You've got a brand new digital instrument cluster, new steering wheel, new center console. You've got a big panoramic sunroof, and the list just goes on. Coming to the details, well, this screen is a really impressive unit. It's 10.1 inches in size, and it's a Uconnect unit, and it, of course, I mean, the interface is nice. It's got a lot of features, and the display quality is nice. The touch response is decent, and you can also access features now such as seat cooling using this unit. There's also this impressive new instrument cluster. It's a fully digital unit and it's got loads of information, but the good thing is that unlike some of the new vehicles that come with digital clusters and that are cluttered, this one is very clear in terms of readouts, and it's customizable, so you can customize it. You can see what you want at any given point of time, so that's a very good thing about it. The steering wheel is new and it's a multi-function steering wheel, and it feels a lot better than the early unit, feels premium. And if you look at the center console, again, the center console has a new design, and you also have wireless charging here. Now wireless charging combined with wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay means that you no longer have to carry cables, and that means you have a clutter-free cabin. In terms of space as well, there are a lot of practical storage spaces around the cabin, and even the door pockets are aptly sized. You've got a very nice adjustable driver armrest, some space under the driver armrest. You've got these nice big cup holders here, and beyond that, as you can see, it's a pretty much new cabin altogether. And while things haven't changed at the rear, that's not a bad thing, because the Compass was already a spacious vehicle and it continues to do so. It's got good amount of legroom, headroom, and the seats too are quite nice. Beyond that, well, the boot space is also unchanged, and again, the boot is decently sized for this segment. So yes, the Compass continues to be a vehicle which you can plan a good getaway in. Now before we start discussing the performance of the new Compass, please subscribe to our channel and click that bell icon to stay updated to our forthcoming videos. Now, talking about the driving performance of the updated Compass, well, there isn't much that has changed. So, the powertrain and the mechanical layout remains the same. So, the Compass continues to be powered by this diesel engine that develops a good 170 horsepower. And well, the only thing with the engine is, well, it is a capable engine. You can get up to highway speeds very easily. And well, while it is quite noisy on the outside, the NVH insulation in the cabin means that there's not much of the sound that filters inside the cabin till the time you're, say, in about 3000 rpm. But once you start going about 3500 rpm, well, that's when the engine becomes quite vocal. So yes, a good engine, it has a good linear acceleration as well. It's just that it doesn't feel very quick. So yes, you can get to speeds like I said, but it just doesn't shove you back in the seat. So I mean, it's just that little bit of miss there. But yes, again, adequately powerful. And it comes with this 9-speed gearbox. Now the gearbox is I would say tuned to be a little more towards the comfort side, so it really isn't very quick, and you don't have any paddle shifters as well. So if you're looking for something that's really quick, I mean a very sharp engine response and a quick gearbox, well, that's not what the Compass offers. But what it does is a very comfortable and a relaxed drive, and well, you can easily get up to good speeds. So yes, it can do everything right from the bumper to bumper traffic in city to doing those highway runs. And of course, when it comes to the ride and handling, well, that is where the Compass shines. The ride quality, like it was earlier, continues to be brilliant in this one as well. Now, when I say great in terms of ride quality, what that means is that the Compass deals with rough roads and broken surfaces in a very impressive manner. Now, the suspension is tuned slightly towards the firmer side, so at low speeds, at times you might feel some of the shocks being transferred inside the cabin. But once you gain a bit of momentum, well, that's where the Compass truly flattens out most of the surface undulations, and that means you get a very good ride quality. In terms of handling, well, this Compass has always been quite impressive, and it continues to do so because there is no change in terms of the suspension or the chassis. So yes, it is planted in a straight line, and it doesn't mind taking corners at a fair pace as well. The brakes are good, the steering is good. So yes, it's overall it continues to be one of the nicer SUVs to drive. Now, driving pleasure is not something you would associate with SUVs. So this is an SUV that you can have a good experience, especially you can have a comfortable and a hassle-free experience driving. And now with the updated features, it's just a little bit better than earlier. Alright, so well, now we have already given you a download on what all the new Compass comes with, and what kind of difference do these features make to your overall ownership or driving experience. So the only thing that remains to be discussed now is the price. Now you can see the prices on your screen right now, and well, at its prices, especially the top end model of the Compass, I cannot say are comparatively priced. They are quite they are a bit expensive, but at the same time you get a lot of kit in return. So a lot of these new features that we just spoke about, well, they do add a lot of value to the overall experience inside the Compass. And you also need to keep in mind that this is still one of the best riding or driving SUVs in its segment. And considering that it comes with a 4x4 system, and the off-road capability is very impressive as far as the Compass is concerned. So put all these things together, and if a genuinely off-road capable SUV with a lot of features, a modern cabin, good space, and great ride and handling manners is what you are on the lookout for, well, the Compass should definitely be on your list.